Did you sleep well? Did you dream about teacher? Yes, I dreamt about you. Okay, now we are going to mark our yesterday's work just in 1 second. Number 1, true. Number 2, false. 3, true. 4, true. 5, false. 6, true. Number 7, the poem has 11 lines. Number 8, Dorothy Navatanzi wrote the poem. Number 9, we have bed bugs, tsetse flies, and cockroaches. Then lastly, we have number 10, the answer is vectors. Okay, my lovely children, this time we are not looking at poems, okay? We are not looking at poems. Now we are going to look at guided composition. Today we are looking at guided composition, but it's connected to what we've been learning. Everything in this composition has been in one of our poems. Do you remember the other song? Vectors, 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 I hate you, I hate you. You are not my friends, you are not my friends. Go away, go away. Mosquitoes, mosquitoes, I hate you, I hate you. You are not my friends, you are not my friends. Go away, go away. Cockroaches, 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 I hate you, I hate you. You are not my friends, you are not my friends. Go away, go away. So, our today's guided composition is about those vectors. We have different words here that we are going to use to complete our composition. And before we go to that, are we ready to share the success criteria? I can read a guided composition and answer questions about it. I can write my own composition that's beautiful. I can tell what a composition is. What do you understand by the term composition? How many of us have ever written compositions? That's very beautiful. I love it. Even me, I have ever. And who can tell us what a composition is? A composition is the act of putting some things together. Putting some things together. For example, if I'm to write about flowers, what can I say about flowers? That means I'll have to gather some knowledge about flowers and put it together. Then I write about the flowers, right? Then, when you are writing a composition, there are so many things that you consider. Number 1, we consider the introduction. How do you introduce your composition? For instance, if I'm going to write about flowers, I can start my introduction like this. And remember the punctuation marks. And this is where we shall find paragraphs. Tell the person next to you that when you are writing a composition, you have to consider paragraphs. My paragraph number 1 shall be, I'm going to introduce the what? The flowers. I love flowers. They look so beautiful. They have very many different colors. For example, yellow, green, red, purple, and white. Everywhere you go, you find flowers. That is my introduction about flowers. Then, another thing, when you're writing a composition, you have to consider the body. Introduction is like the head. Then the body is like this stomach. do I mean by the body? The body means the content. What am I going to write about my flowers? Is there anything good with flowers? Everything concerning the flowers, all the content is going to be in the center, in the body, and that is another paragraph. Okay? For example, if I'm to continue to write about flowers, the first paragraph of the introduction is done. Now I'm going to write about the body. Flowers are very good. For example, we get money from flowers. We sell them and we get money to earn a living. Flowers are very interesting because they are used for decoration. Flowers are very good because some of them are used as medicine. All that is my content. And then after that, how do I conclude my composition? How does it come to an end? For instance, there are some words that we normally use when we are concluding our sentence, our compositions. For instance, I can say to sum up, or in summary, or to conclude, or in closing, or finally, or to summarize, or all in all. Remember the commas. Now, I'm going to conclude my composition about the flowers. All in all, comma, flowers are very good, and when I grow up, I'll start planting flowers so that I can be able to earn a living. Right. Now, we are going to look about a guided composition. And what makes it a guided composition? What makes it a guided composition is because the teacher is going to be involved in it. The teacher is going to help you. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, the instructions are: choose the correct word from the list given to complete the story. We have mosquito net, vectors, insects, ants, houseflies, mosquitoes, diseases, malaria, food, latrines, dysentery, soap, water. We are going to use these words to fill in the blank spaces and then make a guided composition. There are many dash which spread dash. These insects are called dash. Some of the vectors are dash, dash, flies and the lice. The mosquitoes spread dash. Malaria is one of the dash diseases in our sub-county. We should sleep under a dash to avoid malaria. The houseflies spread dash. We should cover the food and dash to prevent the spread of dysentery. We should always wash our dash with soap before touching food and after visiting the latrine. In that way, we can stay safe from many diseases. My dear friends, all you have to do is to use the words given above and complete the story. Remember, as usual, we have our end of week English test. And by the way, I thank you very much for that. You've always participated. Thank you very much. Even today, I'm sure you're going to do your best. You're going to read the passage carefully, understand it, and answer the questions about it. This time it's different. Read the passage below and answer questions that follow in full sentences. Tell the person next to you the teacher has said we answer the questions about the passage in full sentences. Okay, the title of our passage is Diseases Spread by Vectors. Diseases are spread in many ways. One of them is by vectors. Vectors include mosquitoes, lice, rats, fleas, cockroaches, houseflies, and bedbugs. That is the first paragraph. The second paragraph. The commonest disease spread among people is malaria. Malaria is spread by an infected female Anopheles mosquito when it bites you. Paragraph 3. To prevent and control mosquito bites, you should sleep under a treated mosquito net. You should also remove stagnant water around your home. This is where the mosquitoes breed. You can also control mosquitoes by spraying them with insecticides. Paragraph 4. The houseflies also spread different diseases. This happens when they drop on our food with their dirty legs. Houseflies spread typhoid, cholera, dysentery, and trachoma. Trachoma is a disease which affects the eyes. A person with trachoma will have red, itchy eyes. You have a lot to do, and it's good you're going for a weekend. About the composition, I'm going to kindly request you write about anything that you want. Choose any topic and write a composition. Okay? I gave you my WhatsApp number. After writing that composition, you ask whether mom or dad, whoever will have a smartphone, to take a picture of your composition, and then you send it to me. I'll mark and get back to you. So, here are the questions about the passage. Mention 4 vectors that spread diseases. Which disease is spread by an infected female Anopheles mosquito? Which part of the body does trachoma attack? Number 4. What should we do to prevent and control mosquito bites? Number 4, I repeat. What should we do to prevent and control mosquito bites? Number 5. What should people use when spraying mosquitoes? Number 6. Which vector spreads typhoid? My dear friends, you have a lot to do during the weekend. Don't forget about the composition, and please read this passage carefully and answer the questions about it. That's all we have for this week. Thank you very much for being very good children and for being so cooperative. I love you for that.